Hi, nice to see you again. So in this lesson, we'll create a fresh WordPress installation on a remote hosting package. So it's the same hosting you'll use to host your live sites. We'll also use to house our starter site, plus work on new sites in development. This lesson is potentially tricky for me to teach because, of course, I don't know what hosting provider you might already be with. There's a huge number of hosting companies still use cPanel as their hosting control panel. SiteGround is one very popular example of a host that uses cPanel. cPanel is pretty clunky and outdated and inflexible compared to more modern hosting options these days. But it's still pretty, perfectly serviceable if that's what you have. Now, if that's you, there's a video right at the bottom of this page on setting all of this up with a cPanel host. Now, that video is from version 1 of this course, but it's still relevant. So if you scroll right to the very bottom to see that one, if you're already with a host that uses cPanel. But in this lesson here, I'm going to create our starter site installation using Cloudways. I cannot recommend Cloudways highly enough. It really is brilliant for all kinds of reasons: cost, features, ease of use, performance, speed. Here are some of the highlights. One, this is cloud hosting, not shared hosting. It's faster and much more secure. The pricing is roughly the same as a shared hosting provider like SiteGround, for example. For $10 a month, you have a great hosting service on cloud-based servers with plenty of resources. Two, you get to actually choose which data infrastructure you want to run your sites on. These are the same fast cloud-based servers used by dedicated WordPress hosts like Flywheel or WP Engine or Kinsta. Now, I'll be recommending that you use Vultr, and which package to choose, don't worry, but it's amazing to have the choice. 3, pricing is by the hour, so it's very flexible. You don't pay for more than you use. This means you can easily scale your package and server resources up or down at will, and you only pay for what you were using at the time. This is great if you're, for example, expecting a temporary spike in traffic for some reason, like your client's been mentioned on a TV program. Number 4, you can create brand new WordPress sites with one click and get started working on them immediately. No need to create a separate subdomain each time you want to quickly set up a new development site or a quick test site. Cloudways just give you a URL to use for as long as you want, until you're ready to point a live domain name to the site, and you can create as many of them as you like. 5, you can clone entire sites with one click too. It's perfect for our starter site. In fact, each time you start a new project, just clone the starter site and you're off. And finally, you can also create staging sites with one click as well. Let's say you have a live site and you want to quickly make a copy of it, try some new changes, and then roll those new changes back into the live version. All very easy with Cloudways. Let's get started. I'll see you in the video below.